Shalom, call halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Wakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings and safety to the Akim, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom to the Akwaf that listen and learn as well. Shalom to the confusing the face Akim. And just coming with a quick lesson, or I'm going to try to make this lesson pretty quick. But the title of this lesson is Hyperinflation will lead to famine and the dethroning of the dollar. All right, and I just wanted to go into this topic because I was, just doing my own research on what is hyperinflation and what causes hyperinflation, and I thought it would be a good lesson to go into because all of these things are coming down the pipeline. All right, famines, um, hyperinflation, uh, uh, food scarcity, race riots, and civil war is getting ready to befall this place, America, really soon. All right, and you can see, if you're in the spirit, you can see these things coming down the pipeline. All right, and it's important that those that call themselves men of the Lord or teachers to report on these things. You know, so with that, we're gonna go ahead and get into the lesson. I have a clip, and I have some scriptures, and we're gonna go ahead and start off with the clip first.
Is in a terrible economic mess, but that doesn't mean that your finances have to be a disaster too. Skillshare is here to help you learn not just about the economy, but how to better manage your own money too. With classes such as Basics of Economics and Understanding the Stock Market, premium membership will give you unlimited access to topics that will improve your skills and in the process your life. The first that the food crisis has also created an education crisis, as more than 1 million children no longer attend school, mostly due to hunger and a lack of public services. Moises Rendon and Mark L. Schneider of the Center for Strategic and International Studies provide a bleak assessment of Venezuela's current situation, saying the country is suffering an unprecedented man-made humanitarian crisis. They say Venezuela resembles a country at war and note some of its major social problems, including extreme food and medicine shortages, rampant crimes in every city, constant electric blackouts, and looting and repression. When you see and hear these stories, you can't help but wonder what went.
All right, and just to quickly say, this is going on in Venezuela. All right, they're going through as we speak, they're still going through a hyperinflation crisis. All right, where the money uh, is not worth anything. All right, which causes inflation. You see, it causes the prices of goods to rise because the value of the money isn't worth anything. Okay, because those things are getting ready to you're getting ready to start to see those things in America. That's why you have different farmers coming out, all right, and doing videos on their farming business. All right, that's going to cause famines. Them having to put to death their chickens, their cows, is going to cause hyperinflation. Why? Because people are those different meats and goods are not going to be readily accessible, which is going to cause the prices to go up.
Wrong. How could a country that was once most of the affluent countries in South America reach such a sorry state? One source of the misery in Venezuela is its out-of-control inflation, which we will examine in this episode of the Infographic Show. Venezuelan Hyperinflation Explained. Before we discuss Venezuelan hyperinflation, let's begin with a discussion of what hyperinflation is in general. Simply put, hyperinflation is a very high, rapid, and continuous inflation. In a hyperinflation situation, the prices of goods and services in an economy quickly rise to a level so high that they become difficult to afford for most people. While experts cannot agree what that exact level is, economist Michael K. Salimi states that hyperinflation is generally used to describe episodes when the monthly inflation rate is greater than 50%. He gives an example that at a monthly rate of 50%, an item that cost $1 on January 1st would cost $130 on January 1st of the following year. The hyperinflation in Venezuela is significantly more than the rate cited by Salimi. According to an August 2018 BBC article, prices of goods have been doubling every 26 days on average, and the annual inflation rate reached 83,000% in July. One source reported that a cup of coffee cost 450 bolivars in Venezuela less than 2 years ago. Earlier this year, it cost a shocking 2.5 million bolivars. But wildly high prices are not the only serious.
All right, and that on a low level, that's already starting to happen here in America. Because I went to the store to get a couple things. All right, and my son he likes ranch. On a lot of his stuff. All right, and the ranch that we usually get is a dollar something. All right, but that same ranch that that we uh, uh, that we bought, the price jumped almost $3. All right, and that's because inflation is getting ready to set in. All right, which is going to lead to famines because people are not going to be able to afford food. Okay, people think that a famine is because there's not enough food. No, you can have a famine because you're not able to purchase the food. You're not able to buy the food. All right. So these are things that are coming down the pipeline. All right, to this place, America. And you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have put your trust in this place. You have put all your eggs in one basket, which is America. All right, and you're gonna be greatly disappointed. All right, because you haven't trusted in Yahweh Bashim Al Shai.
Serious effect of hyperinflation. As a Guardian article notes, the problem comes when the supply of paper money in an economy outstrips demand for goods and services, causing the value of the currency to fall. Following in the footsteps of Zimbabwe, Venezuela turns to increasing its money supply because it had no other means to pay its debts, as we shall see later. But ultimately, Venezuela ended up in its current hyperinflation situation due to a combination of several factors. Number 3, high government spending. President Hugh.
All right, and that's what you see happening here. The government is spending out of control. Okay, they just passed a $2 trillion stimulus. All right, where's that money? Where's that money coming from? Where's that money backed? It's not. Okay, because real money is gold and silver and land. All right, not fiat currency, not paper dollars. All right, which you Israelites trust in.
Hugo Chavez ran Venezuela from 1999 until his death in 2013. Chavez and his administration implemented social programs called the Bolivarian missions that were supposed to improve living conditions for the poor by redistributing the wealth and reforming the way land was used. There was also an attempt to promote economic democratization through the establishment of worker-owned cooperatives. Data from the Center for Economic and Policy Research, or CEPR, indicates that Chavez achieved a high degree of success with these programs. He was able to reduce unemployment.
All right, and we'll go ahead and end this clip because, as you see, it's 11 minutes long. I just wanted to get those main points. All right, and as you see, these same things are getting ready to take place here in America. Okay, and let's go ahead and get a scripture. This is Jeremiah 28:8, and it reads, "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries and against great kingdoms." All right, and this is how you know true man of the Lord, because he's going to be speaking against the things that displease Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. He's going to be speaking against a great kingdom or a country. which that great kingdom now is America. You see, he's not gonna be giving you a feel good message. He's gonna be giving you, thus saith Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, the hyperinflation, the which is gonna lead to famine, is speaking against this country of war. Civil war is imminent. All right, and it could pop off this year, Lord willing. Race wars are imminent. All right, you're seeing racial tensions at an all-time high, and of evil, and of pestilence. All right, you're gonna start to see things take place on this earth. All right, and in America that are gonna be great evil, things that you've never seen before. Why? Because Yahweh Shema Shai is he's getting ready. He's beginning to visit this place. Okay, this is good news to the hopeful elect. All right, but this is bad news to you 2/3 and you heathens. All right, and you devils, you Edomites. All right, but nevertheless, this word has to be pushed. This is Second Ezra 16 and 19, and it reads, "Behold, famine and plague. All right, this hyperinflation is going to lead to famine. All right, you're having meat companies closing at an all time high. You're having farmers shut down at an all time high. All right, going out of business for good. All right, you're even having farmers committing suicide. Right, I just came across an article where a farmer hung himself. Why? Because they don't see any future. They don't see any way out of this. They don't see any way out of this mess that their leaders have got them in, which is going to lead to famine. All right, you even have farmers dumping uh, 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 hundreds of thousands of gallons of milk. And plague, tribulation, all right, great tribulation is getting ready to befall this place. You see, because uh, um, people not being able to afford food, people not being able to put food on the table is going to cause great tribulation, which is going to cause crime rates to go up. You see, it's gonna cause suicide rates to go up. Great misery and anguish is coming to this place, and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. All right, these things are being sent as a punishment for your wickedness, man. Because you people don't want to get right with Yahweh Shema Shai. You people, especially you Israelites, all right. To hell with you heathens. You hate Yahweh Shema Shai. This message is mainly geared towards you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You refuse to get right. So all these things are going to befall you because you have turned your back on Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. You put your trust in Pharaoh in Egypt, and you have been blinded to the fact that this place is crumbling right before your eyes. You see. And I just wanted to touch on this real quick, and this is the U.S. national debt. All right, $24 trillion and climbing, almost $25 trillion. You see, this place is not uh, uh, this place is not able to bounce back from this debt, which is going to cause inflation, which is going to lead to the dethroning of the dollar, because you already have uh, China, Russia, and Iran dumping the dollar. All right, which is going to lead to your dollars being worthless. So all you celebrities and you athletes, all right, You Israelites, you're gonna suffer greatly unless you repent. This is Second Ezra 8:50, and it reads, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride." You see, that's the reason these miseries and these tribulations are gonna befall you, because you Israelites, you continue to walk in great pride, even though you see all these things uh, uh, happening. You're continuing to be prideful, especially you Israelite women, especially the Negro woman. Okay, you think that you still don't need a man, but we're getting ready to head into some tribulating times, to where uh, if you don't have a man, you're gonna, especially a man of the Lord, you're gonna be in deep trouble. Okay, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's getting ready to break your pride. This is Second Ezra 15:11, and it reads, "I will bring them with a mighty hand." Who's the them? The hopefully elect. "With a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues." All right, famine is a plague. All right, and this is talking about the modern day Egypt, which is America. Yahweh Shema Shai, he's smiting this place with famine. All right, different different closures of these food plants. That's going to lead to famine. You've been having record floods throughout the food belt, throughout the South and the Midwest. You see, these are all famines as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. All right, this place America is going to be consumed by Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, and this is just another warning to you Israelites to get right, before the time, before time is up, and that's looking really quickly. This is Ecclesiastes 12:3, and it reads, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble," those are speaking about your elites. Okay, those that control this country. Right, they're trembling because they see that their empire is crumbling right before their eyes. "And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few." All right, there's a very few jobs that are out there. All right, because of this coronavirus outbreak. All right, the people are losing jobs left and right. You just had 22 plus million apply for unemployment. You see, the grinding is ceasing, and those that look out the windows be darkened. All right, and that's what people are starting to see. There's no future here in America. All right, that's why you're having the suicide hotlines being blown off the charts. Why? Because people are seeing the writing on the wall. But here it is, you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are still throwing quarantine parties, and you're still indulging in folly. All right, you're going to be caught off guard unless you repent, man. We're going to go ahead and end it off in Jeremiah 51:9, and it reads, "We would have healed Babylon." All right, this is Babylon. This is speaking about America. All right, because Babylon goes back to Babal, which means land of confusion, and that's what you have here in America. Just everyone's confused here. Okay, people don't know they're up from down. But she is not healed. This place won't be healed. You see that We're gonna go back to this debt clock. How is this place gonna be healed from $25 trillion in debt? All right, this is debt. This means that this is old money. Okay, how is America, Babylon, going to be healed from this when this place doesn't produce anything? All right, as a businessman, how are you going to make money if you don't produce goods? All right, you have these other nations dropping the dollar. You have these other nations cutting off ties with America, which is biblical. You see, so as a businessman, how are you going to perform transactions if you have no one to do business with? Why? Because America has dealt treacherously with the nations. All right, they have made agreements and have not lived up to those agreements. All right, and the nations are angry. But she is not healed. Forsake her. All right, this is speaking to you Israelites. Forsake this place. Come out of the ways of this place, because this place is finished. It's through. All right, there's nothing here for you Israelites. All right, Yahweh Shimon Shai, he's gonna force you to return to him, and if you don't, you're gonna die. And let us go, everyone, into his own country. That's what you see a lot of these heathens starting to do, because business is drying up. A lot of these heathens are going back to their own countries, which Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, destroyed their country as well. All right, so they're going back to nothing. All right, a lot of these countries are in uproars and famines as well. For her judgment reaches unto heaven. All right, Yahweh Shemiel Shai has turned his head unto America, Babylon the Great. All right, he's remembering the sins of this place. All right, the lying, the deceit, the witchcraft, the bloodshed of his children, the Israelites, and is lifted up even to the skies. All right, and with that, we're gonna go ahead in the lesson. And I want to say, call Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Makakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostle, great millstone, and we're well. Peace and blessings and safety to the Akim. Push this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom to the few Akwaf that listen and learn as well. With that, Shalom and a Bible ball.